featuring videos I've done in the past along with my top 5 favorites. So to celebrate the first day of fall, there's pumpkin, sunflower, and wine, and I'm going to tell you my top 5 fall favorites. So up first on the bucket list for fall is Yucaipa, one of my favorite places to go to. It's south of LA, it's around an hour away from the city. It's up in the hills of Oak Glen, where the Riley's farms are. If you get there early enough, you get to make your own apple cider. You can make corn skin dolls, I think that's what they're called. You can also do pumpkin patches and hay rides. There's arrow shooting lessons. So my favorite part about Yucaipa is the apple picking. If you go early in the season, such as September, October, there's apples to pick. Make sure you have a reservation for the restaurants. Also, you can also stay in the Riley's farms. They do book a year in advance, and they are around $200 a night, I believe. But it's really awesome to stay in a farm overnight. It's a bed and breakfast. It's a really truly cool place to hang out at. I love going there in fall. Fall is one of my favorite seasons, especially since it's my birthday month. So I just love hanging out there. So it's football season. Even if you're not a big football fan like me, I still went and saw a Rams game. I saw a preseason game. We took the train all the way from Pasadena to downtown LA to, I want to say we took the Red Line, and then we took that all the way to the Coliseum. So if you are going to drive to the game, be aware that parking is around $80. If you take the train, I spent $10 for the day. I took around 4 different trains. It took an hour and a half to get home, but it was about the same just because there's typically traffic at those times anyways. If you're coming from San Gabriel Valley, it's a great way to get to the Coliseum. So number 3 is a San Gabriel Valley favorite. It's the Pomona College Pumpkin Patch. Takes place during fall in October. It goes on for 2 days. Typically, most of the pumpkins do run out in the first day on Saturday. You have to get there really early, but there's plenty to do. There's doll making, there's hay rides, there's mazes, corn mazes. Okay, so number 4 on the list is the Day of the Dead celebration in downtown LA. Another great way to get there is by taking the train. It drops you off in front of Union Station. You walk across the street. You can go and grab lunch at Felipe's. And my favorite place on Alvera Street is probably Juanita's. They have the best taquitos, best beans and rice, and there, of course, is the Sugar Skull Festival. So that is also the Day of the Dead. People set up tables and they bring food for their loved ones that have passed. They set up photos. They also have music and dancing. It's truly a cool celebration to celebrate at least once, even if you're not religious. It's just something good to learn about, and it's in a cool area on Alvera Street. It's super safe, and I just love going out there. Okay, so number 5 on the list is whale watching in Newport Beach. It's Davy's Locker, whose company who does the whale watching. You can find a coupon on Living Social or Groupon. It's around 2 to 3 hours. They take you all the way out to Crystal Cove, Newport Beach. Fall is a really good time to see a lot of whales. That's when they come during the cold weather. It's also, there's a lot of dolphins, a lot of sea life. I did the whale watching once and I loved it. There's this really good restaurant at the end of Balboa Island, and it's I believe it's called, don't worry about it, I'll put the name in the subtitles, but it's a really good restaurant. They have really good clam chowder, lots of seafood. It's a great way to spend the day because then you can hang out at the island. You can also hang out at the beach. There's plenty to do out there. So those were my top 5 fall favorites. I'm going to add in a 6th one because I'm going to do a special video about it. I was not sure if I should add it into this video, but it is the Rise Festival that goes on in Las Vegas over at Dry Jane Lake. They may have moved it to now the Mojave Desert, but it is the Lantern Festival where they light the lanterns up and they actually float into the air. It's the most beautiful event I've ever been to. It's super peaceful. It's just a beautiful moment to experience. So I will be doing my video on that. I might possibly be going to that festival. It is in a few weeks. So if you do get the chance, definitely go. It's 100% worth it. But I'm gonna do a whole review on it, and I'm gonna do a whole special video on the Rise Festival. So that concludes my top 5 fall favorites. We have apple picking, we have football, we have pumpkin patches, we have the Day of the Dead Festival, and we also have whale watching. And then I'm going to conclude with the Rise Festival, which I'm going to do a special video on. Thank you so much for watching my video, Latypeofgirl. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be doing more next Thursday. Thank you.